What's good, YouTube? My name is Mary Kay and welcome to Mary Kay Confidential. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my 20-month lock update. So if that's the topic that interests you, please stay tuned. We're here to talk about my 20-month lock update. As you can see, I do not have a fresh retwist. My goal for year 1 to year 2 was to not retwist my hair as often. I usually retwist once a month. Prior to my 18-month retwist, I waited about 7 weeks between my retwists, and I noticed that once I did retwist my hair, my locks seemed to be much fuller, thicker, and the roots were even thicker. There are some benefits to you stretching your retwist, especially if you want your locks to be thicker. Now, anytime I'm stretching my retwist, I normally either slick the one side up or I'll do a little pompadour of some sort and, ooh, okay, all right. Do a little something like that. But yeah, as you can see, my bangs are almost no longer bangs. I see my little baby fro up in there. Yeah, we don't do the fresh retwist too much anymore. As far as the length, I really love this hairstyle because it looks like, you know, professional, prim proper on this side, and then bam, party on this side. Sorry, that was real corny. So some of you all have been asking me about what products I like to use to moisturize my hair. Especially with it being cooler months now, it might be a little bit more challenging for you to keep moisture in your hair. And at the same time, if you're going out every day, you don't necessarily want to be leaving with wet hair. Now, I'm still primarily working from home. So when I do have to go into the office, I like to do my moisture first before I start the rest of my morning routine. Before I wash my face, before I brush my teeth, I go ahead and put that moisture in. That way you're giving your hair enough time to absorb that moisture, and that way your hair is not damp by the time that you leave the house. My main go-to is going to be a mix of half water, half rose water, and whatever essential oils I want to add to it. My go-to essential oils are going to be a few drops of peppermint, a few drops of rosemary. Your scalp is a little itchy, you might want to throw in a couple drops of tea tree oil. If you really want to add some extra moisture to your hair, add a little bit of vegetable glycerin. So vegetable glycerin, you only need a little bit. It's a humectant, meaning it attracts moisture. So it's going to help build that moisture into your hair. If you want your hair to smell really, really good, add a few drops of lemongrass essential oil. If you're allergic to citrus or you just don't like citrus, you can add a few drops of jasmine essential oil or rose essential oil. If you don't have time to be sitting and blending stuff together, another one of my go-to leave-in conditioners that I've actually used for years and years and years would be Daily Doctor. Now, over the years, I've actually gotten to where I don't use just this product. I do like to dilute it a little bit with water. Seems like it's a little bit strong. If I use it by itself, I don't know, it might just be me, but sometimes I actually mix this into my rose water blend, just a little bit of it. Now, I know the lock community is gonna be like, where are you going with this creamy product? Another product that I really, really like, I'm a big fan of Design Essential shampoos and conditioners, and I like the Almond and Avocado leave-in conditioner. Now, I know when you look at this product, you're like, nah, that's a little bit of a creamy product. However, first of all, it smells amazing. But as you can see, it immediately turned into a liquid. So, you know, I can put that on my hair, and even if you see it at first, it's going to disappear within moments, okay? So when I feel like I need something a little more than just a liquid and an oil, I go for this. And honestly, my scalp loves this stuff. Put it on my fingertips, work it into the scalp, and then I just put a little bit on my hands and run it through. Not a lot. You don't want to be weighing down your locks. You want to keep the actual length of the lock nice and light. Now, your ends are going to be a little bit harder to keep moisturized. You know, sometimes if I have the time, I will legit sit there and twirl them a little product into them. So when you're catching up on your Netflix or whatever, You can add a little bit of moisturizer to your fingers. You see how my curl changed so drastically. And while we're talking about the ends, I am 20 months locked, and as you can see, majority of my ends are still loose, okay? Some of them, very few of them have sealed on the very end. I don't even feel one that's sealed, but most of my locks still have a little bit of loose hair. And at this point, I don't know, maybe they're gonna stay that way. This is my first set of locks, so we shall see. But that's it, guys. I legit have been keeping my hair low profile. It's very easy maintenance. It's not no maintenance because you do have to take care of your locks, but it is much easier than when I was a loose natural. Don't get me wrong, I loved my hair as a loose natural, especially if I had it slicked real nice and all my, my waves and my curls was showing and popping. But ain't nobody got time for that every day. For me, locks definitely fit my lifestyle. Honestly, between work, school, family, relationship, friends, hobbies, fitness, it's just too many things to do in a day. Like, who has time to be legit worrying about their hair every single day? Like, I just don't have the time. Locks are not for everybody. But if you're living like a really busy lifestyle, then go ahead and get you some locks. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave those below. You know your girl responds to every comment, so feel free to leave those down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.